Hi guys, I am Jenese. Welcome. So, first of all, I want to say hi to everyone, and Archangel Michael is bringing through the messages. He wants to do a recap of the first two days of the first two activations, and he's calling to our attention that 1 and 2 are 12, which is surrender. And so it's the energy of the hangman, it's the energy of the pause, it's the energy of turning lessons into wisdom. It's also the energy of just allowing yourself to receive the healing that you are worthy and deserving of. All right, so taking a moment just to put hand on heart, hand on belly, and just allow yourself to receive. Or taking that moment just to stand still with your palms facing forward, mountain pose, and just allow your energy to run. Okay, and so the first activation, which is really bringing you into alignment with the activations that we're going to be bringing through for the next coming days. So this discernment energy, the inner child wants to come in, create. Okay, so what's happening is you are learning what you need to focus on. What are you truly creating? Okay, is it a book? Because this feels like a book, but it's more of the book of life. You are creating your story, and so what are you writing in your script? Your thoughts create your script. Your actions create your script. What are you putting in that script? Your habits create that script. Your behaviors create that script. What are you putting in that script? And so this first code is helping you to really come into a deep discernment of what it is that I want, okay? And with that I, it's the energy of the all-seeing eye, the cosmic eye, that the energy of I am calm, I am peace, I am clarity, I am God, okay? The next activation that came in for number 1 is compassion. So I'm seeing 11:5. And so yesterday, usually when we're seeing numbers descend, it's letting us know that there's something more that is needed to align to the higher frequency. All right. And so if we bring the 1, since this is part of the first activation, in with the 1 here on the 15, it brings us to 11, which means that there is something that you have to learn, the 5, the Hierophant in the major arcana, to bring you into alignment with divine justice. Okay, and so this learning is going to come through compassion. So ask yourself, where do you need to be more compassionate with yourself? Where do you need to be more compassionate with your words? This is Soda Light for the throat chakra. Okay, and where are you lying to yourself? Unconsciously accepting someone else's story of who you are. So someone else's projection or assumption of who you are based on their experience of you, or based on their experience of you from the past, or just based on their own experience, which is a bias that we all carry with us, right? And so God is now wiping the eye very clean, so that way you can connect to the truth from within you through compassion. Thank you. So compassion key is very important. Learning about the higher heart chakra, working with Kuan Yin would be very helpful as well. She also helps you to take that walk. Working with the Buddha, working with Yeshua, also help you to take that walk, Mary Magdalene. So there may be some stipulations and biases against working with the divine feminine and working with the dark feminine. Now, people may think that working with the divine feminine of light, that is where the compassion lies. But compassion also lies in the heart and in the eyes of Kali, right? She has learned many, many lessons. So some of you guys are going to be asked to work with Kali Ma so that you can face your fears of your own power, all right? Which brings us to the supporting mudra for the first activation, which is the, forgive me if I pronounce it wrong, I've already been forgiven, Adho Mukha Mudra. Adho Mukha Mudra. I don't know, this sounds like a song. I love it. And I'm also seeing the, like, Adai, and I'm seeing the Ho. I'm seeing all ancestors, because I'm seeing Hawaiian ancestors, Japanese ancestors in this, even though this is of Sanskrit, Indian, Orient. Oh my goodness, yes, the ancestors are here. Okay. I'm also getting a lot of Mulan energy coming in. So your inner warrior is going to be activating with this. And also the energy of Ha helps you to clear the emotional body as well. So working with this activation mudra, it is of the element fire. I'm sorry if that didn't clear for you. Let me make sure that this really cleared for you so you could see that. Okay. Yeah. This element of fire, it's so beautiful. It brings in transformation, right? It also helps you to connect to your inner fire. It helps you to clear. So you are clearing the toxicity within your body, the elimination of toxicity, whether it be physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, right? Helping to clear all layers and levels of your thoracic system, helping you to activate your digestive system, but also activate to the magnetism that you are by clearing the heavy, dense energy. All right. And the focus here is I activate and awaken my inner treasures. And the angels, the angel wing came in. This is really, just because we tapped in so much energy, yes, she's approving. She's saying, yes, this angel is representative of your ancestors. They are many of your ancestors have been earth angels on this plane, and they have worked with many galactic beings as well to call in and to anchor in the light. Okay, so the first line of defense is you, and that is you being able to connect into source and to bring all of those beautiful light codes down into Mother Earth, and for Mother to be able to heal, and by her healing she is able to help the earth heal, right, and anyone on it. So humans, animals, the grass, the oceans, everything, every being, every consciousness being able to be helped to be healed just by the light codes that you're able to bring down and activate within you and anchor them in by your grounding. Okay, and so the second activation, delight. And so I'm seeing, thank you so much to coming in front of this. I almost stuttered. So definitely making sure that you are speaking your truth and you're clearing any fear of speaking your truth. So you might be working with Joan of Arc right now, or just working with Archangel Michael, working with the Sword of Light, working with Arthur, working with the Knights Templar. You might be working with Merlin as well. Yes, we honor you all. And so own your dreams, okay? And so with this 21, it's you traveling, and the 9, completion, you traveling to the places to clear any karma where you have not owned your dreams. This is you also going and calling back your trapped energy from any situation, trauma, drama, person, lifetime, or story. Okay, so this is a vast journey, because this means you going back to all of the experiences and you calling yourself back. And this is how you are allowing yourself to light your own light from within. You are allowing yourself to use your own magic to activate you, to awaken you, so therefore you can become an activator and awakener for humanity. Okay, so that you can finally step into your purpose and to your truth. Yes, and to start sharing that without fear. You know, it's like this energy of, I'm going to do it anyway because I know it's calling me. You know, getting that guitar and going on that street corner, or however that is calling to you, right? They want me to start showing these here. Activators, and there's a reason why, even though this came out first, there's a reason why it's coming in this order as well, right? And so that brings me to the energy of 1, 2, 3, Archangel Michael really helping you to see and understand the process that is happening. Like, you may not be able to, you may not know what step 3 is, but you have just completed step 2, and yesterday you completed step 1. And so understanding how 1 and 2 got you to where you are in this moment, and then clearing the space so that you welcome in the energy of the 3, which is, I love the fact that this is actually the fire element, but mental mirages. So, and also in the second activation, we cleared any projections or reflections. And if you're asking where are these activations at, go to the shorts on our YouTube and you will see the activations there, right? Yeah, they'll be most recent, or depending on when you Irosamata, Irosamana. depending on when you watch this. Okay, stop overthinking. Get out of your mind. Also, too, oh yeah, Archangel, this could be a Z or an N, but it's coming to me as a Z, as a yellow Z. And I love that because it's just kind of telling me that Archangel Jophiel and Archangel Zaphael, or Zadkiel, excuse me, are working together to, so you might be working with Archangel Zaphael as well. Which is a very high powered energy of divine alchemy, okay, of clearing anything that you thought was dark and you seeing the light within it, right? It's like when you send love to that which has never received love, you then transform it into love, right? And it's now, so it's bringing me to Lilo and Stitch, right? So if you haven't seen that movie before, definitely watch it. If you haven't seen the newest version and it's still playing in your theater, definitely go and watch it in the theater. There are so many beautiful activations in there, and also clearings as well as you watch the movie. Okay, and so this third activation is helping you to clear any mental mirages. All right, so this is like when you are so take yourself to the desert, and when you're in the desert you don't have any water, okay, and not having the water, it causes you to see things that are not really there, but you truly believe that they are there, and your actions, your habits, your thoughts, your behaviors, emotions all align to what you think you are seeing. But in reality, once you start getting that water, once you start getting that life energy, okay, that prana, once you start increasing it and strengthening it, increasing it and strengthening it, expanding that energy, you no longer see the mirage, and you see that once you thought, once you believed in, once you followed, once you just put all of your habits and your thoughts, your emotions around this one idea that you thought was so true, actually is not real. And is it so not real? It's not even there. You know, so this might bring you into you seeing the truth of people that you, only because you were denying yourself from receiving the joy and the happiness that you give to others, you were denying yourself from experiencing it in your own life with your own self. You know, this solace, this solitude energy. You know, I can only be happy when I'm around other people. That means that you are depriving yourself of feeling your own love, right? And so once you realize that and you start feeling your own love, you start loving your loneliness and loving your time alone and honoring your solitude and seeing that as your sacred sanctuary, your solace, then, only then, are you able to make peace with what it is that was untrue. Even if you spent lifetimes or even years in the desert. Okay, and so this is also, this is where one and two come together, that compassion, that understanding of allowing yourself to be truly free, okay, from inside out. I love that. It's that song too, From Inside Out. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. And this is you also coming into this divine alchemy, you being able to transmute any negative energy. So this is where Kali comes in very strongly. There are others as well, but she's the one who is, she says that she's the head of this particular effort right now when it comes to fire divine alchemy, right? And she's supporting the work of Yeshua and Mary Magdalene, as we are all on the same team, she says. And oh, I love you so much. I just saw 1333. Thank you guys for supporting me. And so the last thing in helping you to anchor in the activations and the clearings for day 2 is doing the standing squat pose, okay? And you can do it shallow because it's a standing squat pose. It's not the one where you go down to the ground and you're deep. It's not this. It's not that. It's, you can go shallow. And if you can't actually do a squat, you can go into meditation and you can imagine yourself doing the squat, okay? And so this is you seeing you. This is not you seeing Kali. This is not you seeing anyone else. This is you seeing you as you truly are. Okay, so this physical avatar that you have right in this moment, the way out of this physical avatar into what you think you need to be is by loving where you are, accepting where you are. And so if you are currently experiencing any kind of dis-ease, any kind of weight management stuff, any of that, right? Where it's either physical, mental, emotional, any of that. It is for you to accept it and see it, because remember, in seeing that which you view as negative and sending it love instantly transmutes it into love. And so it could be transmuting the perception that you see into love, and you now look at yourself through loving eyes, through the eyes of compassion, right? So very beautiful and so very powerful. And so you start seeing yourself right as you are, squatting. If you're in a hospital bed, you see yourself get out of that hospital bed and stand on the side, full strength. Maybe your guides are around you. You know, maybe you have your children there, or maybe you have the angels, the cherubs there, and you guys are squatting together. You know, many days I had Archangel Michael right next to me, and we were squatting, and I could barely move, right? So you can do this because your mind is so damn powerful. It has the power to activate and to turn on your self-healing, which again is why, number one, is so important, because this activation, this mudra also activates and aids in your self-healing potential. So it amplifies your ability to be your own healer. All right. Many of us on the path of healing, the very first patient, client, or person you help is you, right? You. And then you take what you've learned and you share it with others. Also, there's this energy of sight. And so with the fire element here and now, helping you to become fully present. I'm going to put it here so it could, yes, very nice. Very nice. I love that. Transforming. All right. This is very intense, bright energy. So expect your power to increase. Expect your energy to increase. Expect your mind, the clarity, your focus, your ability to be disciplined to increase. Whether it is you're going to finally water, spray your plants every single day. No matter how small it is, you're going to wash those dishes every day. No matter how small it is, expect whatever it is, 17, I love it, that you need to increase, okay? Because this power, this force of being able to get things done so that you can activate and stand in an embodiment of your joy and happiness are going to take place if you do these things, if you listen to the activation, but also too if you do the supporting mudras and the supporting yoga. Okay, so with that, it's also the plank and the boat pose. You can do wall planks. Okay, you can do wall planks, and it's not cheating. It is you working where you are and accepting where you are, knowing that every day you'll get stronger. Okay, even there's modifications for the boat pose as well. I also find that if you're in the bathtub filled with water, or in a tub or in a pool, it's really easy to do the boat pose. Just make sure you have support, so that way your face stays up and that kind of a thing, right? Or even just to do a one-legged boat pose. Yeah. Also, this fire element is the solar plexus chakra, okay? And so not only is your willpower increasing, but also your ability to be a conduit for healing energy, for joy and happiness, wealth, and prosperity is increasing as well. So you're definitely going to see lots of rainbows. You also might see lions, a ram, snake, yellow triangles, sunlight, or pictures of suns and candle flames, or you might be drawn to more candles at this time because you're working with this element. Yes. And Yeshua just chimed in 247, 24/7. I'm aligned to the light. 24/7. I'm embodied in my pure frequency. 24/7. I choose to not only be aware of my vibrational frequency and currency, but I choose to upgrade it, to allow it to continue to flow. And so this process of clearing isn't just once. It's not one and done. It really isn't. Especially if you are not spending your days like completely away from other humans that that are not, if you were, okay, so how do we explain this without bias? 1917, yeah. So it's like, if you were spending your time with other humans who are doing this cleaning work too, it's going to be a lot easier to maintain your vibration, right? But at the same time, we're here to learn. So there still may be things that you take on, or things that come up for you that you have to clear, because the deeper you go, the deeper you go. Okay. And there's this energy of, Buddha enlightenment and having these moments of feeling completely and utterly free without drugs, without mushrooms, without any of those, without plant medicine or any other altering things, right? And it's so beautiful. But at this time, you're not meant to walk in that enlightened state 24 hours, 7 days a week. And this is because you are meant to anchor in. So that means you have to come down to this earth plane, okay? And so you have to be able to stay rooted and grounded while you are holding a high vibration, and that takes consistency, okay? And what you think and what you say and what you do and what you eat and how you move and how you create, right? Oh, that's so powerful. All right, guys, I hope that you enjoyed that. And maybe at some point we will, maybe at the end we'll make a video, because that just came in, of all the activations in one video. So you guys can always reap the rewards of that in an easier way. And maybe we'll timestamp it as well, so that way, yeah, or make it a playlist or something. I don't know, just to make it easier for those of you who are not just like starting and then following along with these updates and uploads. And yeah, because I do feel like this is something, like, when we talked about, and we're about to end, I love it, when we talked about, there are some books that you just have to read every year because there's new activations, there's new codes, and you're called back to it, like the Emerald Tablets and things like that. I feel the same way about activations. There could be activations or videos that I put out, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, or even on my Instagram, things that I put out, 5 years ago, 6 years ago. And it's time to revisit, that activation or that prayer or that book, or maybe these light language videos, down the road, 6 months from now, to redo these activations again. It's also a reminder to stay awake, to stay activated, to stay alert, to stay aware. All right. I love you so, so very much, guys. Namaste. And I forgot, if this resonates, please like, comment, and subscribe.